Alright guys, here we are with a cooking guide, and this is for Haven, good beginner guide. Um, there's a lot of information out there. A lot of it's out of date, it seems like, you're trying different things, and um, most of the things out there, it's crazy, they're not even as good as the things I'm making, and these are super simple. I'm making them here in Haven. I do have my cooking tools, and everything up. Let's see here. So cooking is 100. Advanced cooking, it is at 71. I got a negative here. Like it just eventually I'll need the points. I don't ever plan on using it. I'm just gonna stick to cooking because it's a secondary. My cooking tools, I put the spit in the cooking pot. I didn't go into the baking stone because there's literally no information on it. And it seems the cooking pot is the key here. The spit might have been at one point for health food, but overall, the cooking pot is where the money is. Um, Now, this isn't something for an advanced cooking guide. I'm sure these probably make better fermenting jars. I know there's pies, things like that, but we're not going to get into that. Here is a guide making a good um, stamina food, a health food, and a mana food. So these are going to cover your bases while you're in Haven, and they're going to cover your bases while you're even out in the real world. And these are all super ingredients that you get um, like anywhere. Okay, so Spelt. I have a video that is right after this, um, or before this. I don't know whichever order you watch it in, but it'll explain where to get that in Haven. So let's talk about leveling our cooking to 100. You're going to use this campfire here, and what I recommend using is the cooking pot, so you level 2 at the same time. Um, First, we're going to throw the cooking pot on here. Boom. And we're going to just throw in water. Now, this alone will start to raise your cooking. You don't need anything else. And get your thing maxed out. You're actually making some decent, you know, stamina and mana right there. Not terrible. It's not going to poison you. It's not going to kill you. Down here at this creek, you can grab water pretty much endlessly. Like I like to start somewhere up at that bridge, and kind of you'll hit these node lines, and you'll get about 7,500 from each little node in there. You'll bring it up here, and within like 2 hours, you will have 100 cooking, and your cooking pot will be maxed out. And so this is, if you're not familiar with the area, kind of give you an idea on the map. If we head out here, we're literally like right down the road. If you did, that's where you do like the mining, for the crafting missions and stuff like that. This road is gonna take you like right back to Haven. So can't really miss this place. It's one of the only three campfires. There's one in Faberdom. There is one over here at like the hunting camp, I like to call it. And then this is just the river camp, I like to call it. But yeah, so let's jump into these recipes. We're just going to do a top down. Okay. So we'll do here. Let's just say, just going to throw it in there. And this is just going to make you fried springbok. And so 31 health nourishment. Now I've fiddled around with everything. Um, I fiddled around with butters and creams, tallow, all these things that forums will tell you and Reddit will tell you are amplifiers. Nothing's getting me above that 31.5. I'm trying different ratios. I mean, I'm talking 1 to 1, all the way up to, all the different ratios there is, and nothing is beating that 31.5. So that's great for your health. Now, your health reservoirs are like your lowest reservoirs. So those are easy to max out. You don't need those big nourishments from those because that actually adds up pretty quick. So yeah, now let's move on to our stamina food. So this one is super easy as well. We're gonna take 8 parts, and you can just multiply these. So we're gonna do a 80, 20. Okay, and boom, that is going to make us right here a 133. Now I've made the dumplings, I've made the stews. Like you can do a something like here with what's a good one for this? Oh, do I have my butter? Yeah, here. If we do a um 10, say it was 10 to even 1, um this will make us like a stew. And you can see right here, like even adding these other things in there, it's not coming out as good. Like you just do the spelt. It's awesome. So 133, that is the highest damn food that I've made. Done a fair amount of research as far as doing, I'm using pretty much all the things you can grab in the garden, everything. And the last one here is bone tissue soup. So this one is a little bit different. You're going to do 10 parts water and 9 parts bone tissue. This ratio is going to, this guy right here. So that's 93 nourishment. Now, you'll kind of notice in cooking guides, well, cooking guides, but when you're cooking, like if I went with a 10 and a 10, what this does is it kind of, spills it over into something else. It's a boiled bone tissue. You know, now we've dropped to 90 or 80, I'm sorry, manus nourishment. So figuring out those ratios is really going to help you. So if you want to play with this more than me, start with these lower numbers and then you can just multiply it. You know, you can make it 100 times. You don't need to start with big numbers like 100 of, just do something simple like 5 and 5 and 2, 2, just little things to get going like. But yeah, so again, this is going to bring you up one food for each category, and this is how I like to keep it out. And then also be careful when you're. So as we can see here, we'll go into statistics. I really like to look at this while I'm eating. See, I'm pretty low on each one, and I like to eat small parts because sometimes you click, have a big pile of something, you can just click it and sit there and watch your hunger. And if you're trying to get like stamina, um, but you can just sit there and let it tick away if you're not trying to gain weight. You know, this is going to help you tick away. I like to do small amounts and things, and this way I don't. It's like 100 times. But yeah, you see, like that little bit bumped me. My health reserves are almost all the way back up, and my hunger is still a decent amount. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this helpful. Hopefully, this gets you started on your journey, and keeps you fed out there. Keeps the ball. You guys have questions? Comment them below. If you have recipes, please drop them in the comments. Somebody else will see it and it'll be helpful. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.